Hi there, welcome to episode 3 of my Planet Crafter Hardcore gameplay series. We're playing Permadeath, and we're going to fetch ourselves some nice aluminium today. So, let's get started. I have that rough memory that there's some deposit back there. I'm not sure about it anymore. I also plan to do a little bit more cheesiness than before. Don't hate me for it, but I came up with a brilliant idea. We're simply lacking titanium for my brilliant ideas, but that should not be a problem for a longer period of time. So, I want to get myself some footing back there, and therefore feeling a little bit insecure with those 3 bottles of oxygen, but I don't need to. I really don't need to. At least as long as I'll find some titanium. Okay. There we go. Now we're set. Alrighty. So, let's see what I can find here. That stuff back there is looking tasty. Is that iridium? I bet it is. Yep. We got ourselves some iridium. Holy. That means we're going to be able to build heaters now. So, my plan is a simple one. We're just going to install ourselves compartments here where we need them. And that's gonna be the solution to the problems we got right now. Alright. Perfect. So sadly my inventory space is pretty limited, but at least now I know that I can find that iridium there. So how much for a crafting station? Tell me. Iron and silicon. I just want to have quite enough here to be capable of crafting myself oxygen capsules, because I really feel a little bit insecure as long as that's not a thing here. So my main objective for now is to get into that ruin and see if I can find something that I need there. Grab myself some ice. I still ain't got no clue about how to survive that food problem in this difficulty level without cheesing. I mean, I feel like the food growers are locked way too far behind other technologies. So titanium and iron. And titanium. Wonderful. So with these items in my inventory, I'm now perfectly able to get myself going here. Okay, let's build another compartment here. Why not? Oh, I need more iron for that. No, that's not what I wanted. No, I don't want to waste my precious oxygen bottles, but I will have to. Well, that's how it can go. Whatever. It's not that much of an issue. A spent oxygen bottle is way better than dying. Just in my humble opinion, at least. So, we got ourselves a little bit of something going here. Well, let's get back in there. Here, aluminum, that's what I'm looking for. And let's see, what can I deconstruct here apart from that? How on earth did I get back to that chest there? Ah, this way, I guess. So, what's in the box? There's some aluminum. Or it should be aluminum in English. This is a German way of writing it now that I look more closely at it. No wonder that it keeps sticking to my tongue like that. Okay, I got way more water on me than I need. So we'll do it like that. I'll just run over to the other habitat and I'll just fetch as much iridium as I can in that cave, and then we'll go back home. There we go. Because I'm pretty sure that this thing here, is that an ice deposit? But starts melting at a certain temperature. Alright. I see. Oh, boys, I got a bigger and better vegetube recipe. Perfect. This will output more oxygen, I'm pretty sure. Nice. So now we just have to make it back home in one piece, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue, I'd say. So, I got enough oxygen on me, water as well. Let's get back home. I should be needing one oxygen capsule there. So for my next trip here, I'll just fetch the materials for yet another habitat, and I'll just plot it down on in the middle ground. So we'll put up small oxygen stations, so to say. I think that's the best way to get it done right now. But probably I'll make it back home in one haul. Who knows? It's looking good so far, at least. So, with all that iridium, I should be able to put up a nice armada of heaters. Looking forward to that. Not quite as it seems. No. I'll not take the risk. You pass out so frickin' quickly. And then there's no and then, you know. That's the problem there. Okay. We got that done. And let's see. How's my power grid? My power grid says, ouch. So, let's help our power grid a bit. First off, oh, there's a text box. Sweet. First off, let's store some of that iridium. And let's just get ourselves 1 or 2 new solar panels going. So, 1 unit of cobalt, iron, and silicon. Coming up quick. I hope. That's magnesium. Not necessarily what I'm looking for. There's the iron. There's the silicon, and there's the cobalt. Wonderful. Also considering expansions of my compartment block here quite soon. Probably going to set up a completely new one, though, over here. I'm not sure about it yet. So, can I place that on top of the rock? No, it's just asking. Don't get all red on me again. So, the heater and the communication antenna. I can now build that. Transmission screen doesn't need any of that. And the heaters need iridium, iron, and silicon. I want to start with the heaters, so iron and silicon is what I'm looking for now. One unit of silicon. That's all magnesium. Dang. There starts to be a little bit of a resource shortage around my home area there. Right? And the iridium is back home. Brilliant. So far, we have a nice starter setup here. So let's see. I bet the heaters need to be put inside just as everything else in this orbit. Yes. Okay, so how about building a heater shack? We need another unit of iron, because I don't want to cram everything into the same building there. I don't know. Just feels bad, man. So let's grab ourselves some iron. And some silicon while I'm here, you know. And now that I'm talking about it, titanium seems to be important too. Alright. I know that my hydration is looking a little bit bad. Alright, let's get back home. Preferably without dying and using oxygen bottles. I do have oxygen bottles on me. Craft one or two more. Always makes me feeling jittery here. Okay, now one of those, and I want to see, can I just add one of these? Yes, I can. Wonderful. So we're going to put up the heater in here. So you bad boys eat up 1 kilowatt per sec. That's quite a lot. But I'll need more iron. I'm pretty short on iron all in all. Probably should set up another outpost back there to fetch some more resources. Now that I know that I can use the compartment blocks just as gas stations, so to say. I mean, this is a legit strategy, you know. We have to get ourselves through this somehow. Here's the cobalt I'll need. And looking at this area here, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this right away. No second thoughts. Out of iron, though. Okay, so let's get back home. Grab some cobalt on the way back home. So I can craft myself some oxygen bottles. We failed to allocate the necessary materials for the door. What a shame that these things always come without a door. But that's just as it is. Okay, so I have the material now for the door. That's brilliant. Let's see, how's the stuff going on here? So we got tier 2 veg tubes going on. I need to replace them now. So what do we need for the veg tubes? Iron, magnesium, ice, silicon. Okay. Well, first though, I want to upgrade that little resource station back there. Meanwhile, grab the ice. Oh, wait a sec. Anything else, I'm gonna craft myself another air bottle. There we go. Now I'm feeling a lot safer. Okay, we're running out of food. Is that actually a thing? Yeah. So without any cheating, I'd be dead now. So let's save. I'm really a little bit sad because I don't see any legit way of playing around this. Is if anybody knows, please drop me a comment. I'd gladly know how the hell you're supposed to get there in time. But with the sped up resource consumption of the hardcore mode, no idea. You're basically needing to push yourself and as hard as possible through all the ruins. I guess that's the only way that you could play that without dying. So, well, that seems like a method that's only applicable for people who have played through this game several times, though. Because otherwise you don't know where to go. So we'll need double ice, iron, magnesium, silicon. Let's just fetch more ice then. Alright. So, now I got a second outpost for, well, several outposts, I should rather say. Gonna grab up the materials to put up something in the gorge, maybe? But there's gonna be a better oxygen tank also available for me at some point, so I don't want to stress it out too hard. So here we go, Vegetube tier 2. We'll pick up our seed. Let's see. Do I have the necessary material? Oh, I forgot the iron. Does this bring iron? Yes, it does. Perfect. There we go. This should bring me a lot more progress there. So, do the tier 1s need silicon? No, so we have to gather some silicon there. Got it. And then I want to craft the heaters. I love it that there's always something that I want to do in this game. When I was looking at how this game's supposed to be played, I was a little bit concerned that it'd be another one of these waiting show games. You get what I mean? Where you're just looking at numbers going up and meanwhile you're just waiting for your numbers to go up. But so far, I don't have that impression here. Just merely quite sad about it. The fact that it seems quite impossible to survive the food clock on my difficulty level, but whatever. Just hope that the food growers will be available quicker. That would solve the entire problem. They're looking fancy at night, I gotta say. Is it dark because we're out of power, say? No. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I don't know how much power do these things need. 1.25 kilowatt? Whew. That's quite a steep increase of costs there. But that's just fine. They're dishing out way more oxygen too. So, we're slowly getting there. And we're almost we almost got the better heaters researched, so probably I'll just sit back and wait for a moment there. So, I guess that's picokelvin and nanokelvin. If that's the case, it's really cold here. Like, damn cold. But I'm not sure about that. So, the high-tech heaters need aluminum. I don't have that material available in larger amounts as of yet. Same goes for the tier 2 solar panels. Even though they produce sick amounts of heat, power, we're gonna get there at the respective time. So I got 1 unit of silicon left. I already expected the tier 2 materials to be too costly to build for me. Well, that's okay. So we got some aluminum. So, double silicon for the transmission screen and the antenna, 1 silicon and 1 titanium. So we're looking for 3 silicon and 1 titanium. Got it. Alright. I wonder how much more it'll take until this place looks a little bit less desolate, but we're surely getting there. So, titanium. Got more than enough iron. We're only looking for the silicon now. I see it pays off to have those little compartments here everywhere. Quite happy that I found that method of keeping myself alive there, so there's quite a lot of iron lying around. Seriously, that's a lot of iron. Okay. But I don't see any silicon here around. Too bad. Okay, so my compartment is Ironland. Got it. And am I already able to craft myself a better oxygen tank, I wonder? That would be pretty brilliant too if we get that. Alright. There's the silicon we're looking for. Artifact. Okay. Can't carry anymore. Too bad. Quite happy to see that the terraformation index is rising that quickly, though. So, let's see. That transmission screen. Let's put that on the table. There has to be room for two of these things. And the antenna. Can I put that on top of my buildings? Doesn't really look like I can. Well, let's put it there for now. Low power. So, let's fetch ourselves some iron and silicon. Always the same deal. Looks like silicon is quite abundant in my home area now that I look more closely at it. It's a quite easy feat to gather all the silicon we need, but not as easy to gather all the iron. Titanium seems to be rare in these areas in general, but that's okay. I don't mind. So, let's have a little stop there, and the home compartment. Being out of power stops the whole terraforming. That's bad. Let's see what the transmission dish will bring us back home. As far as we should call this home. Is that thing needing so much power? Christ. Okay, so I thought I'd be fine, but I'm not. What will I need? I'll need more cobalt, actually. Merely cobalt. Okay. So the food and the water clock seem to be... It seems like the water clock is ticking twice as fast as the food clock. So by the time that I need 2 bottles of water, I'll need 1 bar of food. It's a lot, I gotta say. Way more than I've been able to loot. It's sad. I feel like I'm exploiting in a bad way, but also I would... I can't wait to produce my own food, okay? That's all. Feels bad to do it like I do it here. That's all I want to say. So, hydration level low. I ain't even got no water. But I got ice. Perfect. New message received. Aw, you got mail. So, to convict, GPA. Oh, you choose to commute your sentence into an extradition. Oh, damn. I'm a criminal. Okay. So, terraforming this place is my absolution. Do not try to contact Sentinel Corp in any case. If we don't detect any advancement on the terraformation process, you cannot claim property or value over anything on the planet. You can only use the resource to terraform. Okay. So, success rate of planet crafters is so low because it's nearly an impossible task. Bah! You should find space food in your pod and maybe in space wrecks. Yeah, by the time this message reaches you, you're most obviously starved to death. Even though I got the seeds. I'm strongly voting for food growers way earlier. That would have been great. But it's early access. I don't want to be too nitpicky here. Okay, so more heaters. I mean, the plan is just to cheese around with the food like I do here, as long as I must, because I just don't want to die. And I don't really feel like I'm playing it that massively the wrong way. I mean, I think it could be possible if you would be just exploring like a madman the whole time. Just dropping compartments left and right to secure your survival with that. Probably an option, but I feel like that would go so heavily against the feel of the game, if you get my idea. So we'll need iron, silicon, and cobalt. I need more power. Yeah. I'm already running towards the oxycube. So, how much iron do I have? More than enough. We'll need more cobalt and silicon. Alright. Magnesium so far has a pretty low usage. It's quite abundant here, but it's very, has very little uses here. Okay. So, some silicon should be grabbable on my way back home. Wait a second, that's no silicon, that's iron. Some precious titanium. Man, it's dark out here. So, there we go. Just want to make sure that I got the necessary juice for my heaters. Yeah, do we have any silicon somewhere? No, we don't. Tragic. Should probably start crafting myself a torch chip, so I'm able to get myself some lighting in these hours. It's damn dark by now. So there's several planets around my planet. Interesting. And it's quite noticeable that the material around my base starts to deplete. I've been expecting that to happen at some point. Just didn't expect it to happen that quickly. But well, we're gonna be fine. I bet there's some method of mining later down the road or something like that. Yeah. Don't you worry. I got the oxygen thing under control. Okay, so let's see. I got 5 more chunks of iridium. I definitely want to build more heaters here, so we got enough power to make that happen. So it takes some more iron to build a new compartment. Speaking about making things happen, let's do this as well. At the same time, let's check it out. We're pretty close to discover what? Progress screen. Okay. Nuclear reactor. Well, that's a long way to go, I'd say. Double bed. Yeah, we're getting closer to a bigger oxygen tank. The tier 2 vegetubes are quite spiffy. I think the key, if you'd really want to do it without cheesing here, would be to force yourself as quick as possible to the iridium deposits, and then spam as many heaters as possible, as quick as possible. And then pray to God that you have the necessary seeds to spam as much oxygen as possible. Doesn't sound impossible now that I see how much more output a tier 2 heater has, but I didn't expect the hardcore mode to rely that much on pre-knowledge of the game. Whatever. I'm enjoying myself. That's the most important part. I hope you guys are too. So, let's get more heaters down. So, we get ourselves some iron silicon, and let's do another thing. Let's do another thing. Let's get into that gorge back there and slap down. Oh, big silicon deposits. Nice. So, where's my oxycube? I love it how you can get lost here quite easily. That, by the way, is the reason why I'm never running outside here without oxygen capsules. Because I really managed to go too far away into the wrong direction and actually almost kill myself with that. Scary. Quite scary. Okay, I got one oxy capsule. That's not enough. I got that, and I got enough iron and not enough titanium. There's one glob of titanium missing. So let's fix that before I go back to that gorge. And then that's going to be the next thing we do in the next episode, I'd say. So guys, I thank you very, very much for watching. I'm really enjoying this a lot. I hope you guys are as well, like I said. And yeah, drop me your comments down below. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And of course, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Next episode, we're going to install ourselves a little bit more infrastructure back there in that gorge, and then we'll see what we can do. Definitely gonna pump up that terraforming. Probably gonna be going back towards this region here and slap up some more compartments there. I'd say it's about time to set up a nice network of oxygen stations and gather more rare materials in the next episode. So, see you guys there, and have a good one. Bye-bye.